Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and today I'm excited to be unboxing Arkham Horror, the card game Return to the Dunwich Legacy. So this is going to be an enhanced look back at the expansion, the Dunwich Legacy, for the Arkham Horror LCG. So what's really cool about this is not only are you getting additional content inside of this expansion, but you're also getting a storage solution as well, which is one of the reasons why I truly wanted to pick this up and also show you guys, for those interested in picking up more content for Arkham Horror the LCG. You guys are fully aware that I am a big fan of Arkham Horror the card game, and I collect absolutely everything that gets released for this particular game because it is so fantastic. And what I really like is these storage solutions, because it allows me to separate out the expansions into each of these, and I really do hope and likely foresee Fantasy Flight still continuing this storage solution throughout the expansions, as it also allows you to return back to the expansion with that additional new content. So without further ado, what I would like to do is take the box here, we'll flip it over, take a look at the back side of the box, and then we're going to open it up and I'll show you what to expect on the inside. So here is a look at the back of the expansion box. It says the old ones were, the old ones are, and the old ones shall be, not in the spaces we know, but between them. And that's a quote from H.P. Lovecraft. And the actual description of this expansion says, take the train to Dunwich once more and experience the Dunwich Legacy campaign with all new scenario cards designed to add new surprises and challenges. This premium box can also be used to store your entire campaign, along with divider cards marked for each encounter set in the Dunwich Legacy campaign. Finally, this expansion also contains new player cards that increase the customization options of the game. Now, another aspect of this expansion that I really love is the fact it includes card dividers. This is something that really would have come in handy for Lord of the Rings, the card game. Now, I have all of the content for that particular LCG, and I can tell you that I've gone to quite an insane extent in categorizing it and using the really well done fan-made dividers that are on Board Game Geek in order to categorize and organize my Lord of the Rings collection. But what I really appreciate with Arkham Horror is that they obviously learned from the community behind the Lord of the Rings, the card game, and they found a way to implement dividers into the Arkham Horror content as it goes along. So basically you're not running around trying to find ways to organize and separate your cards that are third party. Even though those ones for Lord of the Rings are fantastic, it's nice to have some official dividers. So what we're going to do now that we've taken a look at the back of the box here, I'm just going to mention some of the game contents inside of this box. So there's saying here on the very back that there's 81 scenario cards, 23 player cards, 32 divider cards, and a rule sheet. So let's go ahead and crack this box, take a look inside. And the other thing I want to make mention of, guys, it's also really cool, is this expansion, as mentioned right down here, was designed by Adam Sadler and Brady Sadler. And that's really cool, because those are two individuals that I'm very familiar with Street Masters, upcoming Brook City, and things like that. So it's really cool to see their names on the back of this content. But there's also another individual here named Matthew Newman who also was a part of this. So I want to make sure I capture everybody there. But let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of the box and the components that you can expect to find inside. Alright, so here we are taking a look at the inside of the box itself. We've got the rule sheet here that I mentioned. At the very front, you're going to see how to use this expansion. So this is going to have a whole bunch of icons on it that are explain how this expansion can be used. It actually folds out like this. It's not an overly large rule sheet to actually consume, so that's a good thing. On the inside here, it says this expansion also includes 6 brand new encounter sets, which are designed to replace the 6 encounter sets from the previous products, and it has that kind of translation here as to from the original to this particular set, making it nice and easy to understand what's being replaced and changed there when you want to play with this set. You've got an achievement list up here in the top right hand corner, which is always cool to see. So Again, there's a little bit of spoilers here with that kind of stuff, so I don't want to really hang on that for too long. The optional variant is down here at the bottom right, and on the very, very back, we got some terminology here along the back, plus your expansion icon, of course, so that you can break these cards in and out of your sets easily. And once you become accustomed to these icons, it becomes second nature, but this reference in the rule sheet is always handy, and you got your credits at the bottom for all the individuals that put this thing together. So this comes with a number of different and separated card packs. So the first one here, at the very top anyway, says return to extracurricular activities. And then we've got this one right here that says, I'm actually not going to bother reading all these out because there's actually 2 packs of regular standard size cards. And then we've got the dividers here. We're going to go ahead and rip into each of these so you can actually see all of them. So if you're trying to make a decision on whether this is a purchase for you, you know exactly what to expect inside. So we might as well start off with the dividers because I'm actually pretty interested to see all the different ones. And then we'll go into the standard size cards. So here is a nice close-up of the dividers. Again, we're just going to go through them one at a time, because there's a whole bunch of them, and of course some of these will be very, very familiar to individuals that already own the original Dunwich expansion, and then individuals that also own the rest of the story, all 6 of the other packs. You'll see those names as we go through here, and you'll see that there's also a watermarked background that matches up with the icon on the top right, so it's really, really handy again for organizing your cards and knowing where things are, which is just great. This is honestly such a simplistic addition to content or product here for this particular LCG, but honestly it makes a huge difference. I can tell you right now with the Lord of the Rings, the living card game, I would absolutely love to have my third-party dividers replaced with official ones, if that's ever something that really gets done. And of course, it may have. I haven't opened up recent expansions at the very tail end because I haven't gone or played through absolutely everything just yet, but I'm so close. But I really, really wish kind of in the future that may happen. But in terms of Arkham Horror, very happy that they're doing that from the get-go. So you can see here all kinds of dividers to help you out there. So again, we could go through all these, and I'm really hoping at some point I don't go through them all again, but there's a lot. I think I said there was 32 in total, so I think we're on the last one right now. Yep. So that is all 32 of the dividers, which is quite a ton. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the standard size cards that come in this. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go through these, not overly fast, but also I'm not going to pause per se on any of these. I really just want you to kind of take in the artwork on the cards mainly. I'm not going to show absolutely everything because there's obviously spoilers abound here. So this is something that if you're not looking to be spoiled on things, then you might want to run away. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop and really just focus on any one thing. So I just want to give people a taste of the art within this particular expansion, because it really is a cool looking one where I'm really excited to dive into as I journey back to Dunwich. This is going to be quite interesting. You got all kinds of different enemies, of course, are going to be added in, and treachery cards you can see here. Oh, it's going to be so good. Anything that gets added to this game, I just love it so much. So hopefully this gives you a decent look at some of the different cards coming into play here for this particular expansion. Oh man, it looks so good. Absolutely love it. Just check out the phenomenal artwork on these cards. Like, they look so good. Like, I just cannot get over it. It's so nice. Always been a fan of the artwork on these LCGs, from especially like Lord of the Rings and Arkham Horror. They're just mind-boggling. I could stare at them forever. They certainly are thematic, and I just love it. Can't get enough. So more cards to add to the collection, more treacheries to be dealt with, more enemies to deal with. The actual enemies typically always have their art here on the very bottom, so trying to do my best to show you top and bottom because some of them kind of bounce back and forth. Yeah, you're going to have some cards that can actually enhance your deck here. So this is where it gets really interesting. So this is where I don't mind showing you guys some stuff here. This is going to be really some of the cards that you can actually start adding into your deck. So that's really cool, because of course this is all about deck building. And wow. Sorry guys, as I talk, sometimes it's hard to It's hard to focus when you're just staring at incredible artwork and also trying to take in some of the abilities on these cards and realize some of them are quite powerful. Very, very cool. Ugh, so good. So good. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for this, guys. If you haven't figured that out, I am pumped, and I cannot wait to merge all of the content that I currently own from the Dunwich and on all the other packs into this box. I really do think these are a worthwhile purchase, in my opinion. So if you are an individual that enjoys Arkham Horror LCG, then I think you really should look into this. I really hope this helps you in your decision as to whether or not you want to pick it up or not, or if you've been curious about what these expansions bring to the table. Then hopefully by seeing some of these cards just now and the dividers and the spaces you're gaining here for the storage solution, that you're seeing some value here in terms of whether or not this is something you want to add in. But for me, this is definitely something that I'll continue to pick up from them. I really hope they continue this because the style of these boxes is really, really cool. They're also stored quite nicely. They have fantastic artwork along all sides of the box, you can see here. So it looks good from literally any angle. And it's different on all sides, so no matter where you have it on your shelf, you've got some fantastic art staring at you. And then, of course, it's got like the more serious side, which is kind of like, you know, a file, basically. So really, really cool. It doesn't matter how you store it on your shelf, it looks great. And again, keeps things organized, which is always awesome when you have to deal with cards. Typically having dividers and great small storage solutions is a huge plus. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this is useful. And as always, keep on rolling solo.